Alright, so I screwed up a little bit. I gave an intro, and when I did the intro, I could have swore I clicked the start button on start recording, and it never clicked record. So, I've already been through quite a bit of dialogue with Hadrian, okay? For those of you who don't know or weren't paying attention as to who that is, it's the chick with the braids going through her hair that we found at the meat packing facility that met us with Dr. Walker at the Sixth Circle. Okay? Back on Mars. Now, the intro was hello, welcome to another episode of Starfield. I apologize that the last video didn't have a whole lot of action going on in it, and it was mainly just a whole bunch of talking. So I'm sorry it was such a bore, but hopefully this episode will have um, much more needed action in the game, uh, or in this video, for you guys to enjoy. And as for the dialogue I've already gone through with Hadrian, uh, she said she wanted to come clean with the rest of her past and all that about who she really was, and admitted that she is a clone of a guy that was nicknamed Ve Victus in Old Earth Latin. It means "woe the defeated" or whatever. So that being said, I'm still going through dialogue. I apologized also that there's probably going to be more dialogue after I said there should be more action in this video, which I'm hoping there is. But I also mentioned that we are finally able to get the ship in a video, the new ship, Zero Point, into the video and watch it fly around a little bit. Hopefully, we get way more of that action, if not more so, out of this video. So, here we are, back where I left off at, talking with Hadrian. I apologize to you guys, but also, I basically left at the exact same spot and came right back to it probably about 30 minutes after the last video, Starfield video I recorded. And yeah, also, I need my lights. There we go. That is much better for recording situations. So, we're going to continue on literally where I picked up. Um, you know what? No, I'm going to suffer through it with you guys. So, load, autosave, should be it right here. That way you guys know that I didn't skip out on any content with you guys. Why I'm right over here is I was running to the medical store, which I believe is over here. But then I realized, after going back in the main menu, I don't have the credits to go pick up any more health, nor do I have much of anything to go and sell to get more health. So, that being said, we're going right on back over here into this mission. And I'm going to go back through the dialogue with her for you guys.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it. A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Now, I don't remember which one I think I went with this one.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
All right.
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him. My areas of expertise are pretty specific, but messed up families are up there. While we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Okay, so that's interesting. That explains why everybody's eyes on Mars are red. I did not know that.
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life. It's hard to know exactly what might sway them. I'd just be honest about what you saw. A colony wiped out, and a lot of lives lost. Something we don't want anyone else to have to experience. Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terrormorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Exactly. Alright, I've got no more questions.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
See, that would have been perfect when, over talking, to drop just to cut her off. Not for her to cut off and then for it to chime in. Because it's like she knew it was going to happen, or she knew it was going to cut her off.
Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Uh-huh. Sure.
We should add that artifact. Maybe another time.
I was trying to use the elevator, Sarah. All right, I'm here. What we got to talk about?
Welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terrormorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps
That's why I'm
you
here.
could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Yeah, I'm going with this
That's
one.
Quite the leap, Captain. Madam President,
Stop
I
with
object to
that.
the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terrormorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy.
You're not even looking in the right direction, I don't think.
Seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terrormorph seem at all alarming to you?
It wiped out an entire colony? Yeah. But I'm gonna go with this one.
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
It doesn't matter if it can be weaponized or not. The archives need to remain sealed for now. There's no reason to rush into a decision of this magnitude.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one.
Uh-huh.
Very well, you have my agreement.
I don't care if Sarah
Galaxy is
disliked
lucky
that or
you're here
not.
today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
See, that was perfect.
What was that?
That was perfect on timing with the dialogue. Alright. Here we go.
Incident.
Settle up,
Chief
folks.
Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terrormorphs.
Terrormorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Yep, you're welcome.
Damn it.
Tried to warn you.
They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two. We
I
can't
am
risk
not
those
a
things
tool.
getting out of the
Thank you very
spaceport.
much.
I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, man.
Yep, on it.
Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
There we go. Huh. The elevator actually took its time getting them up here. Alright, I need that.
Now hit him with it.
Now, weapons. How many rounds do I got?
Everything you got.
Give it your best shot.
Reload for. Ah! I really do not like this gun.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting.
Adrian, what
I've
the hell were
seen
you
this
doing?
They were under the
Were you trying to
Terrormorph's
do the
influence,
limbo or
weren't they?
something? Like, what was that?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terrormorphs.
What is with that
induce
shader
this fog.
changing?
It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Alright, something goes to me and put them down, or is it just control somebody's mind?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But
Oh,
no, you
no.
don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terrormorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
Alright, and are you suggesting they can control somebody?
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them, but still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the Terrormorph.
Alright, sounds like
Let's
we need
do
to
it.
hustle.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Yep. Alright, let's get in. My ship better not be torn apart. That is all I have to say.
What was that?
Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
I've got firepower.
To proceed to the nearest shelter.
Here we go.
Don't just stand there.
Damn! Just a fucking ragdoll him. Whoa! It's coming for me! Ah! No. Alright, here we go. What was that laugh I just heard, though? I'll just mag dump on you. I don't care. Nope. Nuh-uh, not today. Woo! My time on Tallyman 2 is definitely worth it. I'll take all of that. Alright. That was successful. Now, what I need to do, there might be more. Let's see, I've got 118 of these. I've got... Ooh, I'm going to need that. And... Beowulf, 99.9, 99.9, yeah. Modified Beowulf. Oh, I don't need that. I need this one.
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts?
Yes, yes we are.
We can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well,
Yep.
one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We
Can do.
hold them as best we can.
Alright, so, time to go exterminate some of these motherfuckers. Here we go. Wait a minute. Let's talk with you.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terrormorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
We'll handle this. You stay put. You're sure you're not going to turn on us?
Your call.
We got this.
We're on the line.
We got this. Now. Let's see. Which one's closest? Oh! There's a Terrormorph just sleeping right here. I'm sorry. But, wake up! I like this shotgun. Got him.
It's too strong. I'm sure they have
Give up now.
Actually, I wonder how powerful this thing is where I'm not missing all the freaking time. This landing pad got messed up. Not gonna lie, though. You like that? Not today.
It's everywhere.
It's here! It's here! Hide! Do it now!
You can't get close to me. Not close enough.
Run! Run now! Go!
There we go.
Target down.
Nice work.
Captain?
It's over. Thank God. If these things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands.
Well, no, duh. That's why we put him down. Got it all under control.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
Yep.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad
What
we
was
brought
that
to communicate.
voice?
Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terrormorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Alright. Now to get back on the train and get going again.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Kind of interesting how the windows go and turn like that. Everything just popped up out of nowhere. Things changed instantly.
Whole building's on lockdown.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
Yes, we do.
The next time Terrormorphs
Captain?
rear their ugly heads,
Hadrian?
UC is going to be ready.
It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terrormorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alright, agreed. Thank you. But also... let's see what we can milk out of it.
I had some ideas on that front, Captain, but we'll get to that. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terrormorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and...
Hey, I've got a ship lined up that's going to say, I mean business. I am down.
You, Captain, to be that representative.
Like I just said, I got a ship out back that basically states that I mean business when I fly in. I am down. Let's do this.
We see your atypical background as a strength, not a hindrance. The
All
people
right.
you'll be dealing with, they're rather atypical themselves. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. Get you access to those credits and real estate you're after.
All right.
Will you help us?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
glad
down.
to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
We're counting on you.
Yo, 10,000 credits. Okay, I'm down. Hey, you ain't got to worry about that. I've got another ship on the way too, okay? See you guys soon. Real soon. Alright. Now, we want to get to, yep. Alright, now that we're done with that. Alright, I really don't care. What I am here for now is I need to go this way. To the lodge. Let's see, this is the wrong way. Looks like I need to go this way.
Mark my words.
How's the tree doing, Doc?
I dare say that we have nothing to worry about anymore.
That's good to know. Alright, you keep doing you. I'm gonna find the lodge. Try to, anyways. There it is. Found it.
Something you might be interested in.
Sure you do.
At your service, Captain.
We have it. Go ahead.
Yep.
Do the honors.
It fits. Energy spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more. Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. As a full member this time.
Hello there, Vasco.
Greetings, Walter Stroud. How may I assist you?
I expected champagne.
Just, checking in. Seeing how you're doing.
At present, all systems are functioning well within established parameters.
Right. Well then, keep up the good work.
Of course. I have been given no alternate instructions.
Alright.
Well, if you ever find a relic bottle from Earth, we'll all be happy to share it with you. By the way, how would you like to keep traveling together? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching my back.
Alright, you got it. Let's get back out there.
Alright. We've got a few more leads we should talk about. First, there's an expedition that Samco has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out.
Well,
There's
that's
also
good.
the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it. No other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person.
Oh, 13,000. Okay, I'm down. Alright. And who's Samco?
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here when you first showed up. He should be back by now. I'll let him handle the introductions. If I steal his thunder, I'll never hear the end of it.
Alright, so what can you tell me about Barrett? Yeah.
His mind is always somewhere, but there's no arguing his knack for being in the right place at the wrong time. Oh, too bad he couldn't see the artifacts coming together. But knowing him, he'll be so excited when he gets a look, it won't occur to him that he's missed anything. Time to go?
Yep.
I hope
Let's
you
go.
are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
I am, Bosco. And actually, there's something I'd like to do with you.
Now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development, in case you ever need to build a base for field research.
Alright, I understand that. I could use you on my crew,
Captain,
though.
I will proceed to my assigned post.
There you go. Manage crew, review and change their assignments between ship outposts. Okay. Alright, 0 point. I can have 6 people on that cruiser. Ain't too bad. Yeah, sure. Alright. We have ourselves a small crew now. I'll see you there, Vasco. I hope I do anyways. Alright, and now it seems that we got some stuff to sell and health to buy. I don't know why you're telling me that, but okay. Reliant Medical. This is where I needed to go. Excuse me, coming through. Where's the counter lady? Do I go in here? Do I talk to you?
Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate you.
Alright, yeah. I could use some medical supplies.
Well, you certainly come to the right place.
Alright, aid. Here we go. Now then. Medpack. I will take all. And now, I will sell. Pretty sure you can make use out of 3 of these. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
May you remain in good health.
Yeah. Alright. Now that we have this store taken care of and emptied out of healing, what's going on over here? Okay, that's closed. Don't care for that. Don't care for Orion Towers. Jemison Mercantile.
Last stop, Apollo. My favorite.
What's
And
this?
you can afford it. Mercury is much cheaper.
Nope.
Got the mortgage approved.
I need Jemison Mercantile. Or was that just an ad for the store? I think this is just an ad. That's literally what it was.
Up at work again. I am so close to getting fired.
Athena Tower, don't care. Centurion Arsenal. Mercury Tower. Chunks. All of this does not look like anything I need. Pioneer Tower. Alright, screw it. Spaceport. Bye, Sarah. Catch the next one.
I need to borrow your ship this weekend. Is that okay?
No, no, it's not okay. I cannot let you borrow my ship. Alright, I need to make my way over here. Yeah, right here.
Another day, another shift.
If it belongs on, I know we're safe now. Oh, please, take a look.
Oh, there's new dialogue. I need to check out that new dialogue. But first, ammo. And of course you don't have any 45 ACP. But you still have a bunch of this, which I'm gonna need. And now I go and sell weapons. I don't need that at all. And then miscellaneous. I'll take that. Alright, let's see what you were actually saying.
Thanks for coming in.
Yep.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask.
No, that I want to hear the other
Thanks for
thing.
shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Okay.
I am not trying to.
Appreciate the business.
I just saved you from an ass
Selling art
chewing.
is a bit
You're
of
welcome.
art itself, you know.
Hope you're finding everything you need.
Okay.
Oh, please,
I'm
take
not
a
going to
look.
get that dialogue. Alright, so now miscellaneous. Alright, now we're good on that.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Yep. Alright, we got all that we could acquire. Hang on a minute. Let's see here. Yeah, that's where I needed to go. But this here, I'm not doing that. Alright, we'll get to that later on. Okay, let's just get out of the menu. Thank you. Thank you. Commercial district. I need to go over here.
Something to report?
Nope. Of course I gotta go this way. And what is with all this lag I've been experiencing lately? And why is my thing so far away? See, like, there's so much lag.
We're here. Perhaps we could spend a bit of time relaxing rather than planning.
Alright, I need to talk with you.
It's been ages since Constellation has had someone new. I wonder what he's like.
Just go easy on him. Being interrogated ain't exactly the best way to make a first impression.
You got that right.
To the really important stuff, Dad.
Stolen. This does not bode well.
No, no, it
And
is
you
not.
must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
You don't even know.
Telling me you haven't
Alright.
at all? Alright. There's a chance that a 15th century edition of Summa Theologica is out there. I've been asking a few questions in my spare time. Let me know how it turns out.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi, hi.
Alright, good to meet you. Yeah, no offense.
Too late. Been there, done that.
I think you should give this little lady the benefit of the doubt. You could be severely underestimating her capabilities.
That's enough. Look, Cora goes where I go. But it's not like I'm dragging her into every dark cave we uncover. She'll be on the ship. Now,
alright.
Let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition?
I'm going to apologize.
Don't worry about it. Just got off on the wrong foot. It happens. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
Alright.
Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Alright, fair enough. Where the hell do you come from? Walter, you need to stop sneaking around like that. With all that invisibility crap.
I know he gets into trouble all the time. Everyone just sort of accepts he'll be fine, but still.
Okay. We're all having to head to the Aquila City anyways, so might as well. Alright, let's get to the tram system. Probably going to cut to the ship now. Try and kill two birds with one stone in this mission, yeah? Like, you can tell my ship is big. Just from how high the marker's having to set up now. Vasco, are you doing good? Are you just making sure the landing gear's working right? He's like, I don't mind that you're doing that, but I hope you're on the ship when I go to take off. Yeah. This is a pretty big ship, and I like it.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
I couldn't agree more. Let's see. Are they sitting anywhere down here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, not seeing anything here. Nobody here. Yo, let me out. Well, here they are. Already in the way. There's the docker. Alright, here we go. Let's see this beautiful thing take off again. God, this is a big ship. You see this thing coming, you know you gotta know that you're in trouble. Alright. So I wonder, while the ship is basically in full speed. Oh, no, I heard the engine shut down. I heard them shut down entirely. But yeah, this is a pretty big ship. Like, dude, I'm liking it. I just wish if when I, like, put to full throttle and I get out the chair, it stays like that in that direction. But, sadly, it does not do that. Alright. So now, we go to here. We open up missions. And we're not going to be following you anymore. Friends like these. Dang it! I had to go talk to the deputy. Let's do that, land.
So, were you eating at the Sagebrook? Or is it just a quick snap from the Terror Brew?
I need to go over here. Why am I at the freaking lodge? Alright. Where's this deputy at?
Have you seen these orders? A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Good. Glad they gave the call before I got in here.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terrormorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Yep.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varoon.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varoon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Yep.
No. Each is a strip of several million random numbers generated on the fly based on biometric keys kept by each of the ambassadors on their person at all times. They're impossible to create without those keys, and those keys stay with the ambassadors, meaning we're accessing nothing if we can't get them on our side.
Alright, I'm going second option here. Just because of how funny it is. For a second before I finished reading this second thing on the list, I thought I was about to say toothpaste, not a tooth distractor or extractor.
Very funny. This is going to be hard enough already. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here.
Dang it!
So that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon?
We'll go collective here.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Alright. I really want to go with this one.
Huh. Well, if that's the case, I'll wait to be pleasantly surprised. But we do have one item up our sleeve. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So,
alright.
If you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Alright.
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Alright. What else can you tell me about this?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, And someone who very likely hates her guts.
Alright.
Alright. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Alright! Another 10,000 credits, I'm down! And let's go with this guy.
A challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmor stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Now hold on a moment. There's no reason to assume we're better than they are, despite their cultural beliefs.
They certainly come with a checkered past, but there's an additional wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmor's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
I'll track him down.
Then
What do
you
I do if
search
he's
the
dead?
embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Alright. And nobody's actually been in
The embassy
there?
is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
Alright.
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Ah. Alright. Well, I'll track him
I
down.
have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional
Alright.
questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Alright. Well, we have everything lined up for this. So, let's go do it.
Yes? You needed something?
Alright, now why is it telling me to go all the way over here?
This space is
Hang on a minute. Alright. So it's telling me to deal with her first.
Sorry, but I need sign off from the Interstellar Affairs office.
You are
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
They didn't give me a list to go through.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective, but you lead, and I'll follow.
Alright. I'm glad we're on the same page. Now, is it this room? It is not.
Terrormorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Did you get put in timeout for a minute? Is that why you were looking in the
Guests can
corner?
make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah, I'm on here for, yeah.
What are you? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terrormorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
We need access to the archives. You need to help us, otherwise more deaths are on your hands. That third option.
Excuse me. A
Nope.
less level-headed person might think that was a threat, Captain.
The only threats you're facing are the 8-legged variety just outside your door. Now can we please stop playing games here? Lives hang in the balance.
Yep.
A lecture in morality from the UC. How quaint and short-sighted. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours and go?
Alright. Alright, here we go.
Yes? When you have a...
Alright, let's hope that we can do something here. Oh, I don't have that other stuff, it looks like.
Moments. There's some. Did I not make myself abundantly clear?
Well, here we
Really gonna
go.
push this?
I'm gonna fail.
All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
Yep.
I'm listening.
Yep, here we go.
There's a lot of scared people out there right now, and I could do something about it.
There's no way I am pulling off another one like that. There are lives at stake here. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be the one that fails.
Oh, yes.
Damn it.
This band research is precisely what the factions need to kickstart their relationship. Let's breed a bioweapon together.
Screw it, we already failed.
You're not gonna flatter me into acting against the Freestar Collective's best interest. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. Do you see?
Hang on. That's not what I meant to press. Alright. Scummy, I know, but it's whatever. Now, before I do this, I'm going to cut this here. And I'm going to go pick something up from the ship. Yeah. Yeah. I can use one of these. What is with me holding my hand out like that? Okay. We're gonna go to Mass District.
Something you might be interested in.
Alright, so we're back. Okay. So, now... Actually... Going social... Persuasion. We need this. Alright. We needed that. Now, what I'm going to do... Scummy, I know. But...
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow. We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Duly noted. Let's talk.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel? No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts? If we're going to unlock the secrets of these artifacts, we're going to need more than simple empirical data. We'll need to dig deeper. It would be helpful if you'd just tell me how holding the artifact made you feel.
Alright, I'm gonna go with this one.
Oh my goodness. That must have been terrifying. When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails.
Bit of an understatement. I'm sure it's a perfectly rational explanation for them. Why didn't you bring this back up to the lodge?
Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what you went through a deeply personal experience. Good. We need all the help we can get.
Alright.
The artifacts are so different, so alien. And I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
Alright.
Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett claim to have heard music, I've made the leap that the artifact was reaching out. Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language.
Alright, and then what will we say?
That's an excellent question. You'd think after years of gathering data about the artifacts, I'd have the perfect answer to that. But I haven't the faintest idea.
Haha, I have stumped you.
Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories. Oh, no, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources, but I have classified the artifacts as a priority project.
Well, that's good to know.
Frustrating? No. Bewildering? Yes. It would be...
What's with the lazy eye you got going on there? Have you been drinking a little bit?
Like this. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Alright. So, that being said, we have that done up. And now, so we don't have to go through that again, quick save.
Terrormorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they...
Alright. We're not dealing with any of that. We're going to aid. We're popping this bad boy. And then...
Still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Official yes, business? Yes, I am.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Yep. Yeah, I'll go with this.
You're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport.
Yep.
You have my thanks. Now, she also... that now the UC... I can only presume.
Let's see. You heard correctly.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. I will not be the one...
No. We're doing this.
You really gonna push this? I'm listening.
Okay.
That's all the UC would need to do some damage. Londonian.
There we go.
They had to abandon the planet. But that couldn't happen again.
Okay, I can only hope that this works. Actually. Yeah, that's my best bet because all these others are 3s.
There's
Thank
a lot
you.
of scared people out there right now. And I could do something about it. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. We will be ensuring the monitors only permit you access to items related to stopping these terrormorphs. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Follow me.
Woo! Got it this time. I know it's coming. I had to go back through all that, but I did it so I can make sure that this was done.
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
It was. Where are you headed? I literally have to follow right behind you around your desk in order to get you walking. Wow. Okay. Why are we going down into the storage area? Ah, we're going into the server room. Okay.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there.
Alright.
Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Alright. And this one is going to be much more difficult, from what I understand.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
Yeah, I'm not just a typical guest. You have fun protecting this place, and I will have fun making sure they get pushed, all the terminals get pushed away, yeah. Alright, now House Varun.
What? Oh.
This is the overgrowth place. Okay. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and quick save. Yeah, it's definitely all overgrown.
That's something you might be interested in.
I'm sure you did, sir. I'm sure you did, but this is not the time.
Well, this isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Alright. Alright, I can do that. That's not anything I care for taking. Before I continue, I don't want to hack. I know I probably should.
I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be more fascinating if its branches weren't blocking our way.
Robot! Not gonna lie, this is kind of creepy. This is pretty freaking creepy. Well, you know I'm packing some firepower if it sounded like that while I'm hallucinating. Yeah, eventually. After I finish looting, I always need the loot. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm tripping balls in reality. Just trying to move around through here. Whoa, where'd you come from? Nuh-uh.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
Am I even supposed to be breathing this shit in? I don't think I'm supposed to be breathing any of this in. Oh, they came running. That's creepy. Whoa, where'd you come from? There's another around here. Okay, might as well do this one because why not? Gotcha. Beware so-called demons. Alright. Wow. Not quite what I was expecting. Pretty sure you don't need to be up on me like that. Wow, you hit hard.
You're done.
I will take that and that. Let's see here. Don't want to get too close to you just yet. Requires key, of course.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
All right. So you're the ambassador, huh?
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I
Good to know.
suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Yeah.
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
Yeah.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of Terrormorphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code.
Yep,
so
that's what I'm here for.
UC requires information, then. On Terrormorphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement.
Alright.
For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
I can make sure of that.
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal responsibility in vouching for this man's integrity. He'll keep his word.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Nice. You were much easier to deal with than the other lady. Alright, I can be down with this guy for a short while. Dude.
Let's hope it still works.
I am taking all of that.
And there. Let it be used for good.
It shall be. Thank you very much. Can I take this? Dang it. No. Alright, time to get out of here. I need to that elevator.
I will not have House Varun be known only for slaughter. The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on the subject. House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit, as is the right of all his followers. It was tolerable, even pleasant, when my brethren were here in the embassy with me. We remade this place as best we could into a home we all would recognize. Our native flora, our iconography, our connection to the Serpent, they came with us. With my brethren gone, it has been trying. But the Great Serpent has always provided me a path in my darkest moments. The Great Serpent is so much more than a god. It is fate itself. When our founder, Jinan Varun, left the United Colonies 140 years ago for distant stars, it was the Serpent that compelled him to found his now great house. The Serpent made us who we are today. Its voice speaks to us, shepherding us through the dark, and infuses our lives with the meaning the universe so often fails to provide.
Alright, do I get a key to the door? Are you gonna unlock it for me? No, you're just gonna sit down? Okay. Is there a key somewhere? Do I talk to you now?
Will we all be so lucky next time the archives need to be accessed? Something to think on.
Alright, so no. I still can't get out this door. Hang on a minute. Oh, there's three!
Oh, I'm hit!
Sarah, why? Why would you run it? Okay. Alright.
Don't leave any of that behind.
Alright, I got everything out of them. heard the turret. Oh, no. That was just a computer. Never mind.
Have things for you.
Sure you do. Sure you do. Alright, so now we have both key cards. Oh, hell no. I'm getting rid of that. No! Okay. I just now noticed that triple digit number, and I had to get rid of it.
Guys safe out there?
I had to get rid of that number. That was a very evil number.
And my mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're
Yep.
all in agreement.
Yes, we are.
So the old man was still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior
Alright.
down there, all right?
Yeah, can't guarantee that, but we'll see. Here we go. Alright, Sarah, back out the door. Back down the elevator. I wonder what Commander Tula has to say. How you doing, buddy?
Captain, Admiral Logan informed me of your part in halting the attacks. Whole damn city owes you. Now, what do you need?
You can just call them SysDef. Everyone else does. They're the division responsible for combating the Crimson Fleet, fighting pirates. It's not a small job, keeping the galaxy's mercantile class safe from death and dismemberment, so they're constantly undermanned. They work out of the ship, the UC Vigilance, though the support request was a little vague on what your actual duties would be if you decided you want to lend a hand.
Alright. And... yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, here we go. And of course, it's right next to the Freestar Collective lobby, or embassy.
After the QC Navy's defeat at the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to...
Yeah, I don't care. I already been through that history lesson. This is a bright, bright room.
We've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Ah, my light was still on.
To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. you will not be able to access any of the other units. Once
All right.
you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may
All
insert
right.
the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay. All right.
You may proceed, Captain.
Okay. Doing so now. Waiting on door to open. Doors opened. Collecting data. Terrormorph added. Alright. Coming back out now. Come on, Sarah. Don't get locked in there. Need to go out this door. And activate this elevator. I was expecting it to go through a whole lot more than that, like an actual step-by-step situation that I had to press buttons and flip switches. But that wasn't the case. So that being said, let's go ahead and get back over here. Probably going to cut to it now. All this lag. What was this new update supposed to be for? I mean, I've got the Series X running this thing, and this game is still lagging. So what's going on?
There you are.
Captain?
Yep.
Deputy
Hello.
told me what went down. Impressive work.
Thank you.
Captain, if you'd be willing to
Yes.
transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Alright. Here we go.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And
Yep.
figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Alright.
Yes. It will be. Percival
All
and
right.
I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
Good. Then here you go.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Alright.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Really?
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Alright. Sweet. We are about to get our citizenship and all that. Which means real estate, credits, non-stop. This is nice. Alright, can we move on a little faster here, please? Thank you.
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service.
That sounded almost like you pitied that I was stuck in the Vanguard. But okay. New Atlantis, okay. Why does it feel like you're about to throw me off the roof? Or I'm about to throw you off the roof?
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
Sure.
It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a
Okay.
citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours. Well,
All right.
only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant.
Nice.
And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss.
I'm down.
So I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
All right.
The other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Okay.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terrormorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So
Really?
I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Sure, go for it.
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
All right.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
All right. Even more credits. I am down. All right.
What?
Come on. Give me that. There we go. I'm getting access to all kinds of stuff. What is with those cups just falling over? Fancy.
I've lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping
Sarah, keep your mouth shut. We don't need to get in trouble over this, okay? Okay.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead.
Alright, here we go. You stay there, Sarah.
Welcome, Captain. Please.
Who are you?
Come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But
Thank
now
you.
face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
You do look sort of familiar. I'm gonna go with this one.
Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Fanon.
So you weren't dead.
Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here execution. The official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terrormorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial. And my life irrevocably changed. One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the colony war. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor. And considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier. I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Alright.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the colony war. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. One task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, Perhaps, down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
I do not trust this guy at all.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Sarah, we need to leave, but before we do, can I... Damn it! Alright. No, that's not what I needed to do. I thought I was going out this door.
I have things for you.
Alright, let's go talk to this chick again.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Exactly. Just another prisoner. Nothing you'd ever even think of bringing up in conversation. With anyone. Ever. We understand each other? The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information, and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself.
Alright, fine.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing?
That second one! Oh my god! So enthusiastic. No, I'm not doing that one.
Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Allowing you to kill someone on behalf of the prisoner? Absolutely not. But taking the chance to bring a known criminal to justice? Well, the old man's been right more than a few times in the past. So, what's being put on the table here? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
Nope.
Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed. The Den? It's a star station, orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out.
Alright then, that's it. Alright, Sarah, come on.
Hello.
Hello. Let's go ahead and get to the ship.
Oh, where to next?
Okay, get up. Alright, so now we need to go over to here, and then here. The devil's you know. Are you kidding me? Okay. Don't need that right now. Let's see. I needed it. Oh yeah. Those two are on the ship now. Alright, that's pretty much it.
Hey, Dad. Will you?
Hang on a minute. Inventory. How many credits I got? 59,000 already. Oh, that was the other thing. Oh, never mind. I thought I had a skill point. That was a lie.
Tonight before bed?
Read to you, sure. I'd like that very much. You haven't asked me to do that in a long time.
And will you do funny voices for the characters? Like you used to when I was little?
You just try and stop me.
Alright. He obviously cares for her. That's a good dad there. Alright, here we go. This ship means business.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Alright, now we need to go this way. There we go. Everything else is just dialed in on my systems. I like it.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Damn right. Coming in.
The Den responding to hail. You are cleared to dock. Welcome to UC Space.
Alright, good to know that you guys are still here. This is a very big ship. I think should be worried.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
UC did a hell of a job piecing the station back together after the Serpent's Crusade rolled through. Well, this station
wasn't trying to do that.
Days. I wonder
Sorry,
if
barkeep.
the UC will ever fully restore it to its former glory.
Okay, so
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
actually, I'm with the Vanguard.
Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wear it.
What can I do for you? Orlaise. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him? Suit yourself. Well, I can tell you there's no one on the den by that name. But there has been a rumor about a ship floating out around Etheria. Never docks, doesn't respond to hails. They call it the Warlock. Maybe this Orlaise of yours is the one piloting it. I can give you the coordinates to its last sighted location if you want. Just, well, you'll need to be careful. Part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More than a few scrappers heading out never came back.
I'll take those coordinates. But what's so dangerous?
Things you should know? The den's not really that kind of place. This is a quiet assignment. Keep an eye out for pirates, make sure smuggling's kept to a minimum, occasional rescue job out in the debris fields. Otherwise, it's mostly long haulers and staying ready for the day the Collective wants another round, or House Varun comes back in force. I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told each other to keep themselves amused. Pretty surprised to find out he has a name. Like, finding out the Grim Reaper's named Mitch or something.
Okay.
Huh. Makes you wonder, though. Ships have been disappearing in those fields for years. Going theory on why was a combination of old ordnance and Etheria's gravity disappearing them. But maybe someone's been helping them over the ledge.
Alright, so what's so dangerous about it?
Well, the original Den Star Station was destroyed decades ago during the Serpent's Crusade by marauding House Varun zealots. Big part of the remains from those battles ended up gathering around Etheria, forming a nasty debris field. Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because they hit an 80-year-old mine. Or sometimes they don't come back at all.
Huh. Alright.
Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Alright, done.
Good day,
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Something for you when you have a moment.
Undock.
Undocking complete, Captain.
I wonder. Nope. Not gonna clip the nose. Alright. So now. Oh, we are coming. We coming for that price on his head. Let's see now. I guess that's you. Oh! Didn't realize there were mines out here.
Who is this you've brought?
You honestly thought you could go toe-to-toe with me like that?
Just give the word.
Wow.
Greetings, Captain.
Hello, Vasco. Need you out my way. He popped a pill, didn't he? He popped cyanide.
Pilot emergency detected. Hatch override engaged.
Open this damn door, machine.
Error. File deletion cannot be completed. Ending process.
Well, ain't that nice? Vasco, you're in the way. Inaccessible. 0 point.
Tap something you might be interested in.
Sure you do, Sarah. But right now's not the time. That mission went sideways when it wasn't supposed to. Undock.
Nice. Clean sip there.
Alright. Just light her up. Alright, now. There was scrap and stuff to acquire. My cruiser ain't exactly meant to go through an asteroid field like this, but we'll manage. Where are these arrows pointing? Particle turret. Particle turret. Huh.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
Let's see how long it takes to break this asteroid. Really? Okay. Alright, let's see what you got to talk about, Sarah. Where are you at? Oh, no, of course you're not going to be anywhere near where I need you to be in order to talk with you. Sam? Sarah, where are you at? Cora? Sarah? Where the hell is she? She sounded kind of mad with me, so ain't got a clue what's going on here. Sarah, did you get stuck behind a door? Okay, backpack. Backpack. Okay. Of course. Sarah. Where the hell did she go? Here's Sam. Why can't I find Sarah? Where is she at? No. Oh, there you are, finally.
Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. Other than you and Barrett, there were no records of direct encounters with the artifacts. I have to admit, though, I did get more than a bit sidetracked reminiscing about old times.
You bouncing around on the screen like that ain't exactly helping right now.
I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. She absolutely was. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Hey, so I pinched a few ideas from my old boss. Can you blame me?
No.
At any rate,
Stop.
Bye-bye.
The ship is under attack and you're talking my ear off. No. Who were they? Where'd they come from? Alright, that's it. We're out. Crank it to overdrive.
Jump complete.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Uh-huh. Yep. That does not look like a place I want to find.
Let's pop into when you have a few moments. There's something I'd like to discuss.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do it
our
now.
last conversation when you
Okay, yep.
Just because I wasn't familiar.
Okay.
Really?
Yep,
After reading those journals.
Okay, we'll go with this one
Aja
instead.
Ramasa. She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded. Only took her 15 years to reach chair. Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't the first.
Alright, yeah. Let's go ahead and...
Ah, she absolutely was. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes.
Okay.
Hey, so I pin... At any rate, we logged quite a few discoveries together, but it was the actual journey that I cherished the most. We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report.
Alright, I can relate to that.
Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. At this point, I'd say you've graduated from protege and moved up the ladder. A bit. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions.
Sure.
Yeah, you'll do.
Alright.
I don't expect you to be an exact copy of Aja. Your hunger for exploration, to pierce the veil and seek the unknown, it's a common bond that we share. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Good to know.
I won't be disappointed at all. And if it turns to be the case, I'm certain things will continue to run smoothly. Anyway, that's all I had to discuss for now. Thanks for spending time listening to me. It really helps.
Alright, now that we have that done, I actually need to take another look at the way that I have my ship built up. Because something wasn't adding up to its design.
Anything I can help you with? Hey, what can I do for you?
Yep.
Sure, how about it?
Alright, so it took me a minute. I wasn't expecting for it to take so freaking long to get this ship the way it needed to be. But I had the credits to do so, so I went ahead and did it. Took me forever to try to figure out a new configuration. But, yeah, engines are pretty beefed up. You've probably noticed I've also added support holes to be able to view outside the ship. But you're also probably going to notice that the engine segments are a lot larger now. I redesigned them where this lower portion, that's where all the stuff's that's going on, is actually done. But I made it into where I have more access to more stuff, such as an infirmary up here, a science research lab over here. And as you can see, I added some much bigger engines while trying to retain some of it. The problem with these engines, and why I had to do a whole lot of reconfiguring, well, these engines are so damn big, it wouldn't let me put anything right here on either side. And then it told me my landing gear, I didn't have enough of it, so I had to take the fuel systems and put them towards the outside instead of them sitting down here, in order to put in 2 new landing gear, one on either side, and I put them in reverse of all the others, try to make it a little bit different. But I set these lower as well, in case you haven't noticed. So hopefully this will give me some better performance. I doubt it, but at least it's something I can work with. Hopefully, anyways. Vasco, staring at the landing gear again. Are you trying to sabotage the ship? Sure feels like it. So, that being said, I actually have to get back over to mast. And something I've learned that I can do in order to save myself some time is I can use the scanner and select, and it'll fast travel me there. Never knew that until not too long ago, but here we are. Going to finish up this with this mission here. Albeit it had a very shitty outcome. But we did see that my ship has way more firepower than what was expected. So, here we are. We're at mast, about to go deliver the bad news. So, I didn't kill the guy, he OD'd. He literally took some cyanide pills and then croaked. Alright, let's go see what this guy's got to say.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Alright. I really do not like this guy, and he looks like he's living in a freaking penthouse like William Fisk, or Wilson Fisk. Really do not like this guy.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you? Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Son of a bitch. I really do not like this guy.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world.
Here we go again, sitting back down. Give me some motherfucking answers.
This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself.
Of course I
His name
do.
is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for Xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately.
Of course it was.
To check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Of course he would.
A military Model A. Yes. Specifically customized for
Son of
the
a
needs of the
bitch.
Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him.
Why are you helping me?
I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. Every effort of my being to their protection. I even gave them my heirs. Even if my circumstances have changed. My purpose is not.
You are giving some heavy, heavy Kingpin vibes right now, and I do not like it. So trust me when I say I will be the one to come and put a bullet through that skull of yours, if need be. So this better be worth it.
Captain. What tool wouldn't you use to protect it?
I'm done here. I am seriously done here. Let's go.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Yeah, and we're done. Come on. Really don't like this guy. Alright, so I need to go. Alright, let's go back to the ship. That's where it's wanting me to go, isn't it? Report to Hadrian, which means I need my ship.
When you are, Captain.
Are you okay, Dad? You look tired.
No, you're sweet to worry, darling. I'm all right. Your dad's just not
Let's
as
make
young
sure.
as he used to be.
Alright. Yep, this is where I need to be. Alright, take off we go.
Let's put this bird into space.
Not gonna lie, that looks a little more sick now. That looks like it's even meaner than it was before.
Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
Let's see. It's not going as fast as it used to. Turns a lot faster though. Response on turn is definitely a lot better.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Uh-huh.
And we're done. Welcome to Mars.
Yep. Sidonia. Red Devil's headquarters. Go ahead and land.
Another dead rock. Well, at least we can
Whoa.
scour the place for materials.
They got a landing pad out here now, and there's Hadrian's ship. And they got robo-dogs. Alright. I'm liking this. Alright, let's get in here. Wait. Why are you telling me to head over to here? Alright. That's where we have to go. Why is it having me double back through an area right now? She was probably expecting me at the other elevator, wasn't she? If I actually had access to it.
Captain, welcome back.
Yep.
Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? To each their own. Still remember my ceremony. 19 years old. Standing on the front deck of Mast, looking over the city. One of the proudest days of my life. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terrormorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terrormorphs.
Really?
At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
Alright.
Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades back.
Ah, hell.
A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it.
Well, then you're gonna love this.
That'd be something, wouldn't? I'm sorry, are you? You're
Yeah, I'm
serious?
serious.
You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. How exactly did you manage to find them? You can't be... Oh, you are serious. Okay. No more questions.
Alright, good.
But
We're on the
still,
same page here.
Getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the Terrormorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, you're gonna need something. Come on.
Alright, you better not be walking too slow.
Back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that.
Nice, I already see one of them right now. Great job cleaning up that containment facility. Alright, where are we headed to, Adrian? Come on, hurry it up. We ain't got all day. I've already been recording for way too long. I've been recording for almost 4 hours now.
I know it's here somewhere. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine?
Yep.
Oh, it's really not that daunting. So long as he's on a planet with some modicum of civilization, you should be able to cobble together most of what he might need. He is on a planet like that. Right?
Got no clue. This is what I was told.
Oh my god. Are you talking about Nero? No wonder no one's found him. Xenoweapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place. The environment's devastated. There's little, if any, real law. Nero's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. It's a good place to start as any.
Yeah. What else can you tell me about here?
Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the Terrormorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates.
All right.
And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you've got them.
I'm listening.
Okay, it won't let me just fast travel to my ship like that.
What?
No, I need to find that freaking elevator. Let's see now. Because I'm not running all the way back. The thing is dead, right? I want to come back and find you guys mauled to death. Where is the elevator for this place? Mars surface. Where does this go? Oh, hey, the exact fucking place that I should have gone through the first time round. Okay, Vasco, load up. Time to roll. But yes, we've, as I said, we added some more stuff to this place. Now, this all should be relatively the same down here in the lower level. Okay. Alright, I see you, Sarah. Get a little workout before we go. I got you. Need to be ready for what the fuck we're about to face. But yes. Oh, come on. So, as I said, we added some more areas to the ship, such as the workstation area, workbenches, spacesuits, industrial, like, we made sure we had it. And then, in here, this is supposed to be a living quarters, just above it. As I said, spaceports, basically windows to see outside the ship. Try to make it feel a little more homelier, I guess you could say. Alright, that's this side. And now, over on this side, right? In here. Oh, crap, they got rid of the couch. Why? Oh well. On this side, another window. This is the research center. And then up here is the infirmary, yada yada. So yeah, I made sure to give quite a bit of option to a lot of things within the whole ship. Alright, want to make sure that I had room. So, that being said, we're done in here. So now, now we want to get to higher levels. Okay, again, more windows to see out of. Alright. We got another window over here. And actually, now that I think about it, captain's quarters. This is my room. Yeah, I made sure to give myself a little bit of something to look out of. Make it nice, you know. Got rid of that desk. I kind of like that desk and that sign. I might get rid of this window here. In fact, I might take that window and put it right here. That way I can open up that the spaceport window. Navigation console. What? No, yo! Alright. Why do I still need to be here? Let's see. War relics. Oh, that's why. Duh. Alright. So we need to go here. I believe it's the Nari system. Or Narion system. And we need to head to Nari. Set course. Go ahead and jump. Alright. Now, open map. Actually, you know what? What time is it right now? That's my next main concern. Alright. Hey, I should actually be heading to bed. Now, after seeing what time it is 2:39 in the morning. I've been recording for too long. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Alright? That being said...
Hey, over here. Could you please spare a ship part? Our rookie here may have sideswiped an asteroid. Needs some repairs. I had a
Except
good
hail.
feeling about you. We just need a little. 2 units of ship parts will do.
How many do I have? I don't want to be an asshole to these guys. They're helping us right with the Terrormorph situation, so...
You're a lifesaver. Here, take these for your help.
Alright, hey! 4,000 credits I'll take. Now, all this being said, I'm gonna leave it here. Alright? Only 70... Why would I care if I've... Okay, whatever. That being said, I'm gonna get us out away from this asteroid here before I continue on. Now, essentially, I'm going to pick this back up later on. Sometime tomorrow, I'm going to get another recording session done up with this game. And we'll go from there. We're going to continue on with this storyline quest. Get it done. Knocked up out of the way. And I got a crap ton of work to do tomorrow, guys. I'm not going to lie. What I'm trying to do is record as much content as I can before I have to edit anything tomorrow, because as I said, I'm gonna make an attempt to start streaming the Legend of Zelda footage from now on. It's not going to be pre-recorded. It's going to be live and on virtual camera, I guess, with what you're seeing on OBS right now. On YouTube. And I've got to make sure that I have all kinds of different preparations done up and ready to go, such as a loading screen for the lobby, try to find some kind of good music to go for, or try to make some kind of beat to go along with it. That way you guys aren't feeling like you're left in limbo or something somewhere. And like I said, that's not going to be happening for the next couple of weeks. Or weekends, I should say. I'm going to schedule it. I'm going to try to schedule it for a Saturday. What time Saturday? I got no clue. Alright? I'm thinking, with the way my schedule is, Central Time, Tennessee time frame, I am aiming for, I want to say 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Alright? 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what I'm going to try to aim for. So, let's see. 3 o'clock afternoon, Tennessee time. So, Arizona time, that'd be 2 hours ahead. That would put it at 5, or no. I'm 2 hours ahead of them, so that put it at 1 o'clock for Arizona time frame. Alright, give you guys a bit of a reference here for your time zones. North Carolina, I think that's about 2 hours off from where I'm at here. And they're 2 hours ahead of me. So, that'd make it 5 o'clock North Carolina time frame. So that being said, that's what we're looking at, probably about 2 weeks from now, on a Saturday. 3 o'clock Central Time Zone from, and then 1 o'clock Arizona time zone, and 5 o'clock North Carolina time zone. That's what we're looking at. Those are the times that we're looking at about 2 weeks from now. Hopefully I'll be able to have something together, and I'll be able to figure out everything that I need in order to try to stream Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Shrine Hunting. Okay, if something pops up where it says that I cannot do it, alright, I will let you guys know. I will apologize profusely, because I've got no clue what it takes to be a streamer. I'm barely even figured out YouTube right now. Alright, last I checked, on my analytics page, opening that up now, okay, going to the dashboard, I've only got 19 subs, got 193 views. That's not bad. That's pretty good for an average or a new beginning YouTuber like I am that's been doing this for about 2 years. Okay? Now, as to on to analytics, about 115 views. We're doing alright. Or 115 hours watch time, I should say. Okay? So, that being said, that ain't too bad. But make sure to leave comments and like and subscribe. Share with your friends, your family, and whoever else you think might actually enjoy the content that I create. All that good stuff. And please stop by for the stream. If you know about my stream and you know somebody that likes my content, please direct them to my stream when I go to start. Because I'm so new, I can't accept any kind of donations of any type anytime soon. I have to have so many subscribers, so many followers, so many watch time hours, all that stuff. So, let's try to get those numbers up where something can actually happen. I can actually start getting help on all of this, you know? I appreciate all of you that have actually been coming to the channel and giving the support that's needed for it. Alright? Again, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, thumbs up, share with friends, family, everything else. And then always continue to do with what you can with what you've got. Alright? That's what I've done my whole life. That's how I've gotten as far as I have and managed to actually put together the chance of making a YouTube channel with all the gaming tech that I had. I started off with a busted Xbox One S that can't read video game discs, but I still had an opportunity where I could plug in a 5 terabyte external hard drive to it and download my games onto it through that. Once I watched another YouTuber saying on a stream to a lot of his viewers that were asking him questions on a live stream, he said, dude, literally the same stuff that I'm telling you guys now. Take what you have and do what you can. Take what you got, do what you can with it. Alright? Build upon that. You already got the stepping stones. You already got the foundation. It's just a matter of building up on top of that, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Superfluous mean? I just read it in my book.
It means, more than enough. As in, Koroko has a superfluous amount of books.
No! I won't have more than enough until I have a super-duperfluous amount of books.
Alright, I guess that's one way to help try to end this video. That being said, I am Silent Sound, and I will catch you on the next round, and I am hoping to see a lot of you guys at my stream when it happens 2 weekends, maybe 3 weekends from now. If it doesn't happen, I will profusely apologize for, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say ignorance on the topic of streaming, due to the fact I really don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm going to go with lack of knowledge. Let's go with that. Lack of knowledge and understanding of how streams actually happen and work. Alright? It's going to be my first time, so please give me a little bit of leeway here. And I do hope to see a lot of you guys show up. Again, with all that being said, I am Silent Sound. I will catch you in the next round.